How's training camp?
You already know immaculate. You know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? It's training camp hard. You know what I mean? Monotonous at times, but you know what I'm saying? Step by step, day by day, stronger and better. The way it should go.
He's definitely getting stronger. You can see that his
Hold on,
legs
hold
look a lot bigger. Yep.
on. Underdog, come on, man. It's ERNIE, man. No URs, man. No URs, man. I take offense the way people spell my name wrong, man. It's ERNIE. You hear me? Appreciate you though.
Bernie the boxer.
That's right. Yours truly, the one and only.
Tell me how's the hype? It's probably what are we like 21 more days? 22?
Yeah, whatever it is. Like I say, time ain't long as it has been.
Time is ticking though, right? Is the excitement? Have you been seeing the excitement? What do you think about the public? How do you think that they're getting excited for this fight?
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's doomsday. You know what I mean? A fight is always highly anticipated, and one this magnitude. You know what I'm saying? I think Canelo is hyped too because they know that Bud brings a different element. And the guys that he been fighting is now superstars. Bud is a superstar. It's a mega fight. It's an underdog fight. And like I said, I'm sure they anticipate. He has trouble with movers and slick boxers and stuff like that. So they're trying to see how he deals with that. Bud fans is understandable. Canelo got the power. He got the experience, and he's one of the faces of boxing. And so it just breeds anticipation. Want to see somebody do something great, and I think that's what everybody mostly counting on. It's a lot of hate though. A lot of people want to see us lose, and the real ones want to see us win. You know what I mean? But all in all, Canelo got his true fans, and they standing on what he does, and they balking at Bud. But the only way you can know how good you is, or the limits, is if you test yourself, and that's what we're doing. Actually, we truly testing ourselves against the biggest and the baddest.
I was listening to one of the strength and conditioning coach that you guys have. What's his name? I want to
Yeah,
make sure I get his name.
yeah,
What
check.
was it? Check. He was so excited to, be training Crawford for this fight, obviously. And I'm sure you are too, just because of the magnitude of it. But in the same time, putting on the weight, has it been when you look at Bud training, speed, all that stuff, no putting on the weight?
Nah, that's he walked around at 180 something. That's what he got
Hmm.
up to, 180 something. He had to put on no weight. I was y'all think he walking around at 150, 160, 147? Nah, man. Nah. Hey, man, he went around the world. What, he ain't fought in a year? Living like he want to live. Man, the man gained weight, man. Walking around 180. Roberto Duran was 180. Come on, man. Come on, Roberto
Hmm.
Duran was 180. What are we talking about over here? Now, how's he carrying it? You know what I'm saying? You see, he got the washboard going. Feel me? So obviously we didn't trim down, and you know what I mean, and the shape is showing, and he got the washboard, and you know what I'm saying? How he carrying the weight? Sharp. He ain't have to put on no weight. There's nothing to put on no weight.
I'll tell you, I was listening to an interview with Shakur. He said that Bud's power travels. It's gonna travel to 168. When you listening to Shakur say that, right? Talk to me. What do you think? Do you feel like he's gonna be, hitting a little bit harder than he normally does?
Well, Bud Crawford just hits hard anyway. He got fucking bricks for hands. You know what I mean? He got baseball mitts. His hands is big as a baseball mitt. So, then he's a sharp puncher. So you got to understand that Canelo hasn't fought a sharp puncher. Them guys wasn't sharp punchers. Magia, Berlanga, the guys, they not sharp punchers. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a sharp, it's a difference with the speed and the velocity that they're coming with. You know what I mean? If you can understand that the quickness of the punches, the sharpness of the punches. These guys, you can see all their punches coming. You ain't gonna be able to see all Bud punches coming. You ain't gonna be able to see his punches coming for real.
They have what, like one common opponent, Amir Khan.
Yeah,
Tell me, what do you think the difference is? Obviously, you've seen a highlight reel with with Canelo, but also, Amir Khan, I think says that Crawford's the best fighter he's been in the ring with, as
Well,
well.
that's obviously that's obvious. That's obvious. That's obvious. I mean, outside of Canelo, you know what I mean? That's obvious.
Yeah.
That's obvious. So there's no comparison with Bud Crawford and Amir Khan in no stage of their careers. Amir Khan was a not a sharp puncher. He was fast with his hands, but they wasn't sharp. They was fast. They wasn't. You know what I mean? Amir Khan's a good fighter, but we all know the level Amir Khan was on. More hype than anything.
What do you think about the gear up as well? Obviously we have Netflix been seeing a lot of like the wrestling background promoting this fight as well. What do you think about the actual marketing aspect of it? Do you see it any difference?
Well, no, I mean it's gonna be big budget production. You know what I mean? And just like it's gonna be big budget production. Like I say, they're trying to do more things to spice up boxing, so to speak. I guess with the WWE aspect of it to bring in casual fans, but we don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? We fight in the backyard, we fight in the motherfucking field. Don't matter where we fight. It don't. All that shit is just for everybody else. That shit don't mean. You know what I mean? Ever since Bud been making it, they give him the royal treatment. So it's nothing new far as that. You know what I'm saying? But far as the aesthetics for the fans, I think it's good.
Tell me, people are talking about this being the best fight of the year. What do you think? Do you feel like it will? Do you feel like it will live up to its expectations?
Hell yeah, because you got Bud Crawford in there. What fight did he have that didn't live up to expectations? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading this book on the one, even the one fight he fought, he would fought what's the kid's name? Uh, fuck was his name? Right before he won the title, Klimov, boxing exhibition. He hurt him. I don't think he dropped him. And it was 135 before he won a title. I'm reading a book on Tommy Burns, and Tommy Burns, if you know, he was the heavyweight champion right before Jack Johnson. He got the title because Jim Jeffries retired with the championship and it was vacant. Tommy Burns from Canada, and he had to stake his claim as a champion, but he was a small guy, 5'7", maybe 178 pounds, 179 pounds, but he used to try to make middleweight. And like you said, at middleweight, I wasn't as sharp as I could, even though I feel a lot stronger at a heavier weight. I feel a lot better at a heavier weight, even though I might be at a disadvantage, being that the heavyweights are a little bigger. So I feel like Crawford, what I'm saying, at a heavier weight, they gonna feel it. I hear everybody saying that he's gonna stop Canelo. But like I say, Canelo hasn't fought. Mayweather didn't stand and try to push Canelo around. He didn't try to really do. He was pot shotting and getting out of there. Crawford is a harder puncher than Mayweather, I believe, and Crawford is more meaner than Mayweather's. Man, he can be hurt. He's a human being. Don't he bleed? Them
Hmm.
bums was all running, and they was bums. They was all running. Khan was running. Skull was running. Lara was running. McGee and them stood there. They did some good shit. And if you see, McGee was hurting him with some body shots. McGee was wearing him down with them body shots. He wasn't the same from them body shots with McGee. We just watched that fight. Man. So yeah, it's the first time for everything. Y'all got to understand that it's the first time for everything.
So you've seen that Munguia had a lot of success. What do you think as far as um what as far as Edgar Berlanga? Was there
Yeah,
anything successful with that he was able to do with Canelo as far as, I don't want to say just survive, but keep him at bay?
he didn't have the experience. He
Yeah.
showed a lot of heart in that, but he didn't have the experience or the repertoire. Canelo was pretty much on autopilot. Both of them boys, they didn't have the experience. They didn't have the experience. Crawford has the experience. Crawford has the know-how, the willpower, the mind, the IQ, which we keep saying that, but I don't want to understate that. The IQ, you know what I mean? Different strokes for different folks. He knows how to take the best away from each opponent that he's had, and that's a testament to his IQ and to his boxing mind.